But it is good to have that day to remember what really happened. But it can't be just one day. Well, for me, that's going to say, okay, today, okay, tomorrow I'm going to forget about it. It's done. And no, it's got to be, keep going, keep thinking about it all the time, because it's a really, really sad thing to what really happened, Still a lot of survivors, and it is a sad thing, but to celebrate that, even to thinking, to let the survivors thinking that the people are thinking about you, still thinking about what really happened to you guys.
September the 30th, the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation. I thought a lot about this, and I realized for myself that we must decolonize ourselves. We must renew the knowledge of our Indigenous ancestors and reclaim the true Indigenous identity. That's really important. Indigenous people in today's society are so disconnected from the Indigenous way of life because we have conformed to colonial expectations. We need to address the spiritual disconnection that has become the source of issues arising. Indigenous peoples' efforts are all more focused on determining where we fit into the Western society while becoming dependent on colonial institutions. For years, we accepted the colonial identities forced upon us, but we need to begin releasing ourselves from those labels. And the only way we can do this is seeking out our spirituality, learning and relearning the ways our ancestors so that we can begin to guide our lives in a good way, to become the people we were meant to be. So this is what the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation means to me, is returning to my Indigenous ways and relearning my truth and my people's truth, striving to live the life of my ancestors. That's what I think of.
Thank you. Kelli. Bukaki.
Well, I mean, September 30th, definitely, we've all come to know it as Orange Shirt Day, which is a really good step forward. And it is one of the 94 calls to action to have a commemorative day to honor and to acknowledge all of the children that have, the children who never made it home, and to all the survivors. I think it's a small step. Again, these are really tiny steps, but I think it comes with a lot of strength behind it. We as Indigenous people can come together and really bring that compassion, to our communities to heal together. Because I think we're all in this space where we're trying to heal and we're all at different journeys in where we're at in that. And I really like Jackie's response, because I was thinking of it more from a colonial perspective and what it means for Canadians, but again, leaving out us. It's about us, and reflecting on our history and our elders and our aunties and our, all of our relatives and our ancestors, and remind us of the people that we are, who we were prior to colonization. Yes, trauma is a big part of our life, but it's not who we are. It's just something that we carry, and it's helped to shape and form how we move in this world. And, but I think it's a good step forward for Canadians to understand that this is still a thing in our society, and we still have to work together. And, we can't go without both parties. We can't heal without, educating Canadians on the history of residential schools and that impact that it's had for many generations. And so also, it's a day for us to rest. It's a day for us to rest and reflect and not have to worry about educating or anything like that. It's just a day for us to be with each other and to start a path of healing or continue or to teach others, what it is, but to come together as a community and, and just embrace and love one another.